Welcome to the overview of the Growth Accelerator system. This is the second in the series of reviews on new diagnostic systems and platforms that are available. The Growth Accelerator system focuses predominantly on how to increase a company's maturity levels. So maturity levels on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being ad hoc or not in place, and 5 being at a strategic level. The Growth Accelerator is aimed at improving overall business sustainability, increase the organizational maturity in key focus areas, and improve the capability through automation and innovation, specifically looking at systems. So again, this is a survey that is available on the RED portal, which enables diagnostic of company success rate, which is indicated in percentage, and the overall score, which is out of 100. The diagnostic report, again, provides a dashboard view of the company's maturity and the impact that would have on their success rate, and also the overall score out of 100. We have used what is known as the play to win framework, which looks at aspirations as a key area, how to win, where to play, capabilities, and systems. The performance in each one of those areas are aggregated into the score out of 100, and also an indication on that business's ability to achieve long-term success. The survey, once completed, will automatically generate the report and the dashboard. The Growth Accelerator gap analysis targets improvement of sustainability. If we look at some of the data that's available on businesses and how they survive, we see that 50% of businesses fail by year 5 and 65% failed by year 10. So looking at the ones that have succeeded, what can we learn from those? We're looking at activities, value and sustainability generation. And if we look at that over a 10-year period, we are looking to increase the maturity level from level 1 to maturity level 5. And by increasing the maturity level, will make them more sustainable to 10 years. So that means going counter to what the data is showing us, that businesses do not survive in the long term. We have leveraged sustainability as one of the key focus areas to make sure businesses are sustainable beyond the 5-year mark. We, as indicated, incorporated the play to win, how strategy really works framework. There is a book available on it. It will give you a bit more deeper understanding of the framework. We have used the framework by concept only. The 5 frameworks that we use: aspirations, which drives where to play, which in turn drives how to win, which in turn drives capabilities, and ultimately systems, giving us that exponential push, ensuring that we go from start to where normal businesses stall, finding that stall points, pushing through past failure and into success, thereby leveraging the 5 play to win framework. The Growth Accelerator specifically focuses on achieving alignment, ensuring enterprise level alignment to culture, strategy, and resources, focusing on execution, so driving execution through financial enterprise resource planning and project management maturity, efficiency, looking at cross-functional alignment and delivery improvement, and on enterprise-wide initiatives targeting ERM, CEMM, and strategic management maturity. So looking at alignment, execution, efficiency, and enterprise, we focus on the 5 areas and a business analysis, which gives us a staged process enabling customized analysis, diagnostic, and delivery solutions. Again, looking at aspirations, where to play, how to win, capabilities, and systems. If we look at the first area, aspirations predominantly focus on what the value is for shareholders and what shareholders' value is being generated within the business. The aspirations area focuses on organizational alignment, because as we all know, culture eats strategy. So that means no matter how good your strategy is, we need to look at what that organizational alignment ultimately is in order to make sure that shareholder value analysis, when that is done, and culture analysis all culminate in a 2 to 5 year plan. So each one of the areas that you will be provided tools with to analyze would be in organizational alignment, shareholder value analysis, culture analysis, and a 2 to 5 year plan. If we look at each one of those just briefly, the framework that we provide you makes sure that we can translate vision to mission into alignment to the strategy and driving corporate business imperatives. The framework also makes sure that that this integrates into values. So what are those values and how is it impacted by culture? In culture, we use a system which splits it into whether or not the culture is predominantly focused on market objectives or whether it's focused on ad hocery, which is innovation, whether or not it's too hierarchical in its structure, and whether or not clan, where ultimately people are the most important, are focused on. So a very detailed look at the culture and then pushing that into corporate performance, meaning corporate, functional, and individual measurement of performance. So then we have the framework looking ultimately at what our goals are, how we are going to achieve those goals, our way of doing things, and the measurement of. If we look at the next one, is the shareholder value analysis. This tool will provide you with the ability to look at both growth initiatives, effectiveness and efficiency objectives, and capital optimization objectives. So if we look at those just broadly, the tool will enable us to look at whether or not expand business scope can improve. We can improve competitiveness in current business, or whether or not we can achieve efficiencies through operational organizational initiatives or capital optimization, looking at capital structures and the risk profile. So again, a detailed system that will help you analyze the PE ratios, market to book, economic values, and discounted cash flow of the company. We'll also provide you with in-depth culture analysis, which will look at both organizational and leadership culture within the company and provide you with the ability to do a survey in order to establish in a visual representation ultimately what the culture is currently and where it should be moved to. We provide you with the ultimate 2 to 5 year financial plan, which is automated, which provides you with the directions onto how to populate quick assumptions, and the system itself will completely populate summary, headcount, income statement, gross net revenue, year one, balance sheet, cash flow. As you can see here in the example, a 5-year detailed financial plan will be generated just by capturing the quick assumptions. So that was aspirations. The next framework that we look at is where to play. As you can see, this module will directly integrate into the business builder session as it leverages some of the tools that we made available within the business builder. Where to play is predominantly about market definition, segmenting and analyzing. So if you remember, the focus within the business builder was definitely profiling the customer, the segment, what is the addressable market, and we still leverage those from within the Growth Accelerator framework. But the Growth Accelerator framework going on to look at much more mature aspects of where to play, doing market assessment, leader generation maturity assessment, website maturity assessment, looking at their demand generation maturity, and then incorporating all of that into a growth planning system. If we look at each one of those just quickly, the market segment analysis, again, showing us by using tools within the business builder module, just how to segment, what's the size of these segments, and what are the rankings of the areas and segments that we should be focusing on. So again, if the customer score is low, we will have to go back to the business builder module and complete these modules as part of an intervention within the growth accelerator module. The next tool that we're looking at are the tools that's within the where to play. So this is the more maturity and tools that we've provided. So marketing assessment. This is a world-class marketing assessment tool. As you can see, it provides you the results, which shows overall their performance against lead generation, customer centricity, sales enablement, systems, staffing, product management, strategy measurement, strategic communication. So an in-depth tool showing you the instructions, helping you with the assessment, and as always providing you with recommendations on how to proceed. Also provide you with a lead gen maturity assessment, so how effective is the company at or maturity at generating leads. Again, the results being provided, the tool providing you with instructions, the weighting, the self-assessment, and ultimately recommendations and resources to use. The assessment, you see another broad assessment, starting to look at website conversion analytics, their partnerships, their channels, their system integration, campaign management. So a very comprehensive assessment on lead generation maturity. The website maturity, website being the key tool and when it comes to lead generation. So making sure that there is an overall strategy, process, and skills aligned, clear communication through the website, tying in search engine optimization, blogs, landing pages, and content. So again, a very comprehensive analysis that is done through a self-analysis and also provides recommendations. Demand generation. How is the company's maturity in generating demand for its products and services? And again, this is a broad analysis that enables you to look at demand generation, technology, budget, staffing, and metrics. Again, providing you with a self-assessment and then an overall visual representation on demand generation within the company. We've developed our own framework for tying together what we call the growth planning system, starting and assisting companies to achieve forecast, drilling those forecasts down to product level and segmentation, drilling that further down to what their sales are on a monthly basis and where the gaps are existing within that. Also making sure that we are looking at product profitability, ultimately what is the cost of sales for each product and what is the GP margin. Integrating valuable the element from teachable, valuable, and repeatable to ultimately focus on the most valuable products and services, and then coming back into an actual performance, targeting what those variances are. So again, this Excel model will allow you to capture and then build the automatic forecast looking at sales, products and services, and a marketing plan. Now we're going to look at how to win. Once we've established where to play, we look at how to win, to shift our business from playing not to lose to playing to win. You must ensure that the financial performance is aggressively reported and measured. The business needs to deliver on budget as per forecast. Staff performance needs to be measured. So again, this is a module that will integrate into the business builder module. The modules that we will look at here specifically is ratio analysis, win-loss analysis, risk analysis, bid, no bid for opportunities within the business, one-page strategy planning. The one-page strategy planning system is again another similar to where to play, where we integrate external content, where we found that it is actually more effective than our own internal system. So the one-page strategy planning, providing us with a one-page and a total comprehensive system on developing a strategy. Looking at the business builder, we integrate customer survey and employee survey, which are two of the modules that we predominantly focus on within the business builder. So looking at the first one, just quickly giving you a view, we do provide you with a system that provides detailed ratio analysis. Once the forecast is populated, you'll be able to do detailed analysis of gross profit, net profit, return on assets, return on equity, current, quick ratio, and a whole host of other financial forecasting and ratio analysis. So ratio analysis performing a key part within the Growth Accelerator to ensure that we take the financial management that we started within the Business Builder into the next level. The tools that we give you as well, additional to that, win-loss analysis, why are the company losing some of their key deals and why are they winning, making sure that we leverage and change the business to react on the win-loss data that's within the business, especially when looking at their opportunities. Risk analysis, giving forward the framework to analyze and structure a risk framework and a risk register within the business to drive business to make sure that they are actually focused on the risks and as well as looking at opportunities and threats within the business and how it will impact. We'll also provide you with a bid no bid framework, which allows you to look at RFPs, tenders, and opportunities, and based on the company's strategy, be able to evaluate that both internal, external, and making sure that based on a financial valuation, that there is a go, no go for that bid that we are pursuing. The one-page strategy is a phenomenal framework. We've provided you with a condensed version of it, which enables you to build a one-page strategy for the customer. This is based on the 1 hour plan book. We've provided you with the links in the actual modules so we can structure vision, mission, values, objectives, and the strategies and priorities that will drive the company's strategy. Again, a quick and easy way for a company to build a very comprehensive strategy. And again, as mentioned, within the Business Builder, we're looking at the customer survey in order to make sure that where to play, we are actually succeeding when it comes to customer survey results. And also looking at internally, when it looks at how to win, that our employees are definitely all committed and contributing positively to where the company should be achieving. Looking at capabilities, we were looking at two main components: project management maturity and ISO readiness. Establishing the capabilities within the company, we did a comprehensive assessment within the Business Builder. Here we provide you with a comprehensive tool looking at how their project management maturity is. So again, the critical component here is the strategy will be translated into portfolio into product, into projects. So ultimately, knowing and executing on projects drives successful strategy execution. This comprehensive tool will again show you how to analyze, perform self-assessment, and ultimately provide you with recommendations on how to improve your project or your customer's project management. We are also launching our own ISO readiness assessment within this module. This will provide you with the tool to do a quick ISO 2015, 9001-2015 review, which is an ISO standard which looks across the business. So we will be looking at directly also, this is a quality system at the same time, but also a system that monitors execution and linkage to mission values and the overall strategy of the business. So again, a total ISO readiness module and presentation that will be launched within this module for you. Looking at the last component is systems. Systems that leverages the Business Builder system. And in the Business Builder system, we were looking specifically at day sales outstanding, order to cash, cash flow management principles that we looked at within the Business Builder. And the reason why we look at this is looking at automation of those through systems. So what financial packages are the customer using and what ERP systems are they using? For this, we provided you with the in-depth initial software needs analysis to just look at the total company, where they are using software, what are the issues within their software, are there potential for improvement, or there's significant need or drastic need for software and automation within the business. So that's the growth accelerator system. As you can see, looking at alignment, focusing on execution and efficiency, but overall driving the enterprise to a higher maturity level within the business.